this year, 2026, is a fantastic year for doing this type of work. It's going to be a fast year, and if we don't get on, it's the year of the fire horse. So it's like, come on, we're going. So we're going to be powering through 2026. So right now, as you're watching this, it is a perfect time to get in place what you want for this next year, because it is going to go fast. Hi, Kerry here. So this year, coming into 2026, is going to be such a fantastic year for creating the personal reality that you want. And how do we create a personality? Well, Joe Dispenza, I've done a lot of work with him. So he says that our emotions and our thoughts need to change to create our reality, and our personality creates our personal reality. So what does this mean? It means that you start to embody the person you want to be before that person arrives. So for instance, when I was working as a personal trainer and fitness instructor in a small town, I would always make sure that when I was out and about, that I was living up to the standards of that personality as a fitness instructor. So I would never be downtown shoving pasties or chips or whatever down my mouth, because then if people saw me, then there would be this dissonance of like, oh, she says she does this, but actually she's doing that. So that was something that I ensured that I did. Not that I ate pasties and chips downtown anyway. However, my personality of this person became my reality, which also helped me with my own goals then as well. So I was like, oh, actually, no, I need to live by these rules, because like this is what I'm teaching. So for instance, if you wanted to become a business entrepreneur, then how are you going to dress? What car are you going to drive? Where are you going to lunch? And you start to envision what that looks like and how it feels. So maybe you can buy yourself a great power suit or whatever. And then where would you be eating for lunch or something, or dinner? And then seek that place out. And you could start with that. You could start with, okay, I'm going to dress this way. I'm going to eat at these places. And you're probably then going to start networking with similar people, because you're in that environment of where those types of people are meeting and talking. And so your reality is already in action. So you want to feel this embodied feeling of it is, so say you want to have this beautiful house, and you get your vision board and you get all the pictures and things like that. Then you start to feel what it is to be in that environment. So you start envisioning, what would it be like to have that kind of a kitchen, and opening the doors to the garden. What does the garden look like, and how do I feel in that? What can I smell? What does it feel like to me? What does it bring into me? So that you bring these visions to life. So I've created a workbook that you can work through this. So we've got your environment, your friends, your community, your finances, your health, your wellness, of how that all looks, and how that feels to have those things. So one thing with manifestation, a lot of the time it's kind of like just sticking things, going, oh yeah, I want that, I want to have this, I want to have that, and like it's like a separate thing from them. It's like when people say, yeah, I'm going to try to do that, I'm going to try to do that, and you start putting things out there, or I want to do that. When you embody of, I am fit, I am healthy, I am working in my best job, and you start to say the things to yourself and start to embody the emotions of what that feels like, then you can really manifest these things into life. Over the past year, I've just seen this more and more, working on retreats with people, doing journaling with people. You really see the power of how things can shift when you shift out of this, I'm here, the things that I want are all the way over there. When you start to bring yourself and the things closer together by being that person, then the reality of them happens. So your personality creates your personal reality. So you become the thing, and then the thing gets closer to you. So if you want to have a little play around with this, like I say, I've got this workbook, and in there it's 26 pages, really simple to follow, space on there to make notes, to stick pictures in, or you can use it online as well. And it just helps you to create what you want to bring in for 2026. What is this this person who you are, what are you becoming, and what do you see yourself as, and not as this external person far away that maybe I'll get there in 5 months or so, becoming that person now. And this is a great way to do it. This year, 2026, is a fantastic year for doing this type of work. We've been talking about it in a lot of the communities that I work in the mystery schools and things like that. It's going to be a fast year, and if we don't get on, it's the year of the fire horse. So it's like, come on, we're going. So we're going to be powering through 2026. So right now, as you're watching this, it is a perfect time to get in place what you want for this next year, because it is going to go fast. And the good thing is that New Year's Eve or whatever, and people make their big plans like the first week of January. No, like the Chinese New Year isn't until February, so you have a whole month of January, because January is as well the time we're still in midwinter, we're still in this kind of nurturing, sitting on the sofa and having, those quiet times. So it's the perfect time to get this journal out, to get this workbook out, and start envisioning how you want the rest of the year to look, because it's going to be fast when it gets going. So if this resonates with you, if you're interested in this, send me a message. Go click over and get the workbook. It's cheap as chips. It's like the price for coffee, half cake with it as well. But get that, work through it, and we can work through it together. I'm probably going to do some workshops on this as the months go by. So if this is interesting for you, please send me a message. And yeah, wishing you a wonderful new year.